Keele out there. Thanks for tuning in. It is Wednesday, October 2nd, 5:27 p.m. is the time, and the temperature is around 18 degrees Celsius. I see Ryan is in the chat. As some viewers trickle in, I'm here right next to Little Malta Park in the Junction. Daniel Barry is here. Harjot is here. Magically Ever Melanie is here. Medano 1973. Calvin Jones. Ternasha Marge, thanks for tuning in. Michael Nguyen is here as well. Mark Lang tuning in all the way from Melbourne. Jeanette is here. So I just did a follow-up video with Ryan from Tiny Tiny Homes. I think that one will be up on the channel on Saturday. Let me just make sure I have all my camera equipment. I am doing a handheld stream with the iPhone 15 Pro, so we're relying on the digital stabilization of the camera on this one. No gimbal. Flick Hunter is here. It was nice to meet you on the live stream a few days ago, Flick Hunter. I met you on Saturday. I'm just putting the camera down for 1 second. So I came up here to record a video with Ryan from Tiny Tiny Homes. He has a new model to show off. I thought since I'm up here, we might as well go live and do a little stream. I was feeling kind of lazy, so we're just doing a stream with the phone in hand. Also, I got a new camera yesterday that is purpose-built for live streaming. I still haven't really taken it out of the box and set it up, but I'll be doing a test live stream with that probably next week. Ryan asking how I'm doing. I'm doing well. Just trying to get my steps in. Let's see where we're at today. Yesterday was a bad day. I did not hit my 10K. And today we're only at 4,200, so we got some stepping to do. Eva is here. Hello, Eva. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. Hello, John Burke. So we are heading east on Dundas in the Junction. I don't really know what the plan is for this one. Hey, there's a brick oven pizza place. Meat Lovers pizza with beef prosciutto, $24.99. I had pizza at Danny's in Little Italy on Saturday, and it was excellent. Angel Moise is here. Sweet Cheeks is here. There's a tattoo shop. So this neighborhood is to the northwest of downtown. Mike Landry, $2. Hi, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Mr. Mike Landry. Thank you for the $2 and the support. Thank you very much, Mike. Dutch man says, happy hump day. In my world, there's no such thing as hump day. Lane did 11,500 steps today. That's good. That's probably north of 500 calories. On top of all the other benefits. I'm not really sure where to on this one. When we get to Keele Street, I guess we can decide if we're gonna go north, if we're gonna go south, or if we're gonna keep continuing on Dundas. Jeffrey Wu says, happy Wednesday indeed. Oh, there's some people recognizing me. I guess we have to cross the street now. All right, guys, we are crossing the street. Hello.
Hey, Johnny. What's up, buddy?
You caught me being lazy, not using my equipment. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. You want a cannoli?
Petty Fine Foods.
Petty Fine Foods.
I can't say no to that.
He's like, he's on Dundas. Yeah. We gotta get Johnny. We gotta get Johnny a cannoli. You want a cannoli?
Sure.
All right. Cool.
Petty Fine Foods at Quebec Avenue and Dundas Street West. I'll be sure to give my honest we're in for a treat.
Sicilian imported cannolis, ricotta and chocolate chip filling.
Awesome.
Literally everything comes from Italy there.
Awesome. So it's the real deal.
It's the real deal, buddy.
All right. Thank you so much.
You guys want to try cannoli?
Oh, we're trying.
You want an espresso too, Johnny?
I'm okay.
Well, we do espressos on the house here, right?
All right, I won't say no to that.
I won't say no to that. Thick milk and sugar, some honey inside of it?
Just straight.
Just straight.
Amazing.
1 second, it's coming out.
This is
You
excellent.
ready for the game on Saturday? You're not going, right?
Wow. Oh my God. I look like a child. Oh, where'd that guy go? There was a viewer hanging out right here. Well, thank you for flagging me down, whoever you are, wherever you went. I don't normally plug places, but that was excellent. Petty Fine Foods. Tim says my total is $49.99. The magic you are looking for. I was thinking of having, like, I've got a protein bar in my backpack and I haven't eaten for a long time. I was thinking of having a little snack or a pick-me-up.
Oh, sorry. Are you Johnny Strides on YouTube? Right?
That's me, yeah. We're live right now.
Oh, that's cool.
You want to be on stream?
Say hi.
Yeah, ran into a few viewers. All right, take care, guys.
Here you go, buddy. Nothing in it, right? Just straight up?
Yeah, just the caffeine.
So I use the roaster bar coffee, Espresso Di Nino. It's just straight up Italian style coffee. Nothing crazy here.
Awesome. That was a really good cannoli. A lot of it ended up on my shirt.
It's okay. Just powder sugar. You wipe it out. Yeah, just heading down Dundas.
I was meeting a guy to do a video just over the street. The guy who's building the tiny homes for homeless people.
Okay.
Ryan.
I
So
remember those, yeah. That's pretty cool.
we did that, and I thought, I'm here. I don't have my gear with me, but I got a phone. I might as well just do a live stream.
Yeah.
So.
If you keep going down that way, there's a lot of murals that they did because it's a very artsy neighborhood. I even just saw one.
A local artist did that?
A local artist named Keele from Toronto.
Awesome. Well,
Coffee's
thank you.
good too,
Thank
eh?
you so much.
Nice seeing
Yeah.
you, buddy. Have a good one.
Excellent
eh?
cannoli. Cheers. Super duper friendly guy. Roaster bar. That espresso was legit. Yeah, right at Quebec Avenue and Dundas Street West. As we continue on our mission, you know what? We can see what that does. All right, what did that cannoli do? I'm at 5.6 on my blood sugar. So in about maybe 20 minutes or so, that'll start to shoot up. And we can see just how much that shot things up. What a great snack. Johnny B says, awesome guys. Or maybe we'll wait 30 minutes. Daniel says, let's see. So we're at 12 minutes. You guys gotta remind me, because I'm kind of a bird brain, in 30 minutes to check my blood sugar levels. And we'll see what that did. Interesting little experiment. A yummy cannoli is worth it. It is a very colorful neighborhood. There's a lot of art and a lot of really interesting storefronts. This neighborhood has a fascinating history. Believe it or not, 25 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to get alcohol served to you legally here. But we're in the Junction, fantastic neighborhood. This is High Park Avenue, so yes, you could turn right here and head down to that High Park. Oh man, we walked by that one pizza shop with medium pizzas for $25. Look at that, large 4-topping, $14.99. H Hustle says, hello Johnny and all, nice to see you. Hello H Hustle. Hayden Thompson McGuire is here. So tomorrow morning, I think I'm gonna post a video of that insane new e-scooter I have. Greetings, CJ. You might be asking, what do I mean by insane? Does dual 1,000 watt motors sound sane? I don't think it sounds sane. It is insane to ride it. So that'll be up on the channel tomorrow. Then maybe tomorrow evening, I'll post another video from the trip. I've got so many of those. It's almost like excess inventory, just getting rid of them. The one I posted this morning was fun. I'll be posting some videos in the mornings, but a lot of them in the evening as sort of second videos or secondary content on the day. Cam says insane in the membrane. Wood fired. Yeah, I'm live right now.
Oh, cool.
Do you want to be on the stream?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right,
How's it
ran
going?
into a viewer. Nice to meet you.
Cool, thanks.
Cheers.
Thanks for
Have a good day.
Take care.
Wow, we have been recognized a number of times in the Junction. This might be my new favorite neighborhood. There's a restaurant called Chiang Mai. Dundas Dental Center. Non-stop friendly people in the Junction. Rocky Rambo is here. Yo to you, sir. Clem Lowe says Junction Johnny. We might have to keep walking through. I was thinking at Keele Street we might go north or south. I could go north up to St. Clair or south down towards Bloor, or we could just stick to Dundas and keep going. Hey, those umbrellas there say April Spritz. Judy T is here. Greetings, Judy T. And thanks everyone for tuning in to the first live stream of October. It is a lazy one, camera in hand. Morgan XX says hi. All right, Jeanette, take care. Thanks for dropping by. Ripe says stick to Dundas. Yeah, we can follow Dundas all the way into the Junction Triangle. Eva says lovely afternoon for a walk. It's nice and cool. I was inside most of the day. David Little, $2. David Little, thank you so much for the $2. It's definitely appreciated. Looks like that front camera lens has some grain on it. Harold G says camera quality is fine. Yeah, but it's not quite as stable because I'm not using a gimbal. If I hold the phone on a slant like this, the horizon won't be level. Got to be mindful of that. Jelly Beans here. John Nicholson says, how about Roncy? Roncy is an awesome neighborhood. In a way, Roncy is connected to the Junction, right? If I just kept walking on this street, once you go south of Bloor, you're entering Roncy. Dirt bikes. Oh, congrats, Harjot. Anthony asking, when will you do another collab? I don't know. I haven't reached out to CJ in a while. Maybe I'll reach out and say hi. Greetings, Whitby Dude. Some people on the patio. But congrats again, Herjot. There's all these nice little splashes of art and color in this neighborhood. And a bookstore. Tested says that motorcycle place has been there forever. Noto. I should probably get a new thumbnail now that we're in like a cooler part of the junction than where I started, at least visually. The hole in the wall. Oh, look how neat that is. I'm gonna put the camera down for 1 sec. I just heard someone saying my name across the street. Maybe it's one of the guys we ran into earlier. This is Keele Street. This would be kind of ground zero for the junction, Dundas and Keele. So we could go north here, up to St. Clair. Mega Tokyo's here. H. Hustle says home of the burger family. Yeah, it's a little different at A&W here than in the States. They do the whole burger family thing here. Cam says we are muted. Maybe your device is muted? Boom, break the fast. That's a breakfast place. You thought I was in Japan recently. Oh, wow. Apparently right now on the news is the guy I just interviewed. I assume it was your quote-unquote stupid earbuds. Kit. Best Times Were Born is here. So we are going kind of southeast. Let's see, is my blood sugar level? Nope. Still flat. Just as A&W is better in Canada. Yeah, I think they really emphasize the higher quality ingredients here. Greetings, Liberty Tree. I think that might be one of the reasons why I like Chipotle. They tend to source their stuff well. It's baked in sodium, of course, but Jelly Bean says it has to reach my pancreas first. Sounds like the name of a rock band. lot of the streets in this area are these really nice tree-lined residential streets. Want to see your blood sugar skyrocket? Visit Little India and have their sweets. Whippy Dude says Chipotle near me was in the news recently. Yeah, not for good reasons. Hey look, a dog lounge, boarding, grooming, training, daycare, retail. It's the dog lounge, that's neat. And there's the bus I took to get here. Maybe not that bus exactly. Rudy F didn't know I was a diabetic. I'm not diabetic. I just thought it would be neat to monitor my blood glucose levels. I've only got like a few days left. Paul Blunt, sugar. How you get so fly? Paul Blunt, thank you so much for the $2.79. Rada, this is the Junction. An awesome neighborhood. And thanks to all nearly 400 of you. LB Heating and Air Conditioning. Hello, Carlos R. New keto, gluten, sugar-free donuts and cupcakes. How do you have a sugar-free donut? That thing's got to be loaded with stevia or something, right? I think it's closed. If I didn't have that cannoli, I'd have been curious to try one of those out. Chris G, member for 12 months. Gold tier, good evening. Chris G, thank you for the 12 months of membership at Gold Tier. Much appreciated. Good evening to you. I wonder if those streaks on the selfie camera are just because of the lighting that way, or if I turn around and they're still bad. Doesn't look too good to me. Ripe says try one, then check your blood sugar. I had my last Diet Pepsi last night, and that did nothing. Jellybean bought some liquid Splenda for your coffee. Speaking of coffee, that espresso I had was pretty damn good. Good evening, Estelle. Yeah, Clayton, I missed you at the Word on the Street Festival. You said you were there, so I'll have to take your word for it. Carlos asking if I'll walk on the West End rail path. There's a neat bridge coming up.
Look at me, I live down here and like.
When you walk over the rail tracks, maybe we'll cross that. This is Annette Street. Although east of Dundas, DuPont Street begins. Scoopy Doo tried sugar-free lemonade, had a chemical taste, as does a lot of sugar-free stuff. Pick your poison, I guess. Eva asking any plans for Nuit Blanche. I know driving is hard, stopping before a line is hard. Very difficult stuff. That should be an instant license revoked. I'm not so high on Nuit Blanche. I think it's really cool to attend, but it's hard to capture on video. And honestly, the last few times I tried to capture it, the videos didn't do so well. So, but to me, that's an indicator that I can skip it. So I don't know. I like it when buildings kind of like have this corner to the street like this. Really like that kind of angled look. I think one of the reasons why Nuit Blanche doesn't do that well in video form is it's one of those events that by the time the video goes up, everyone's already seen it 100,000 times on Instagram. I think maybe people already have fatigue. So I don't know. Sometimes I take a guilty pleasure in taking a night off on a night when I know I should be recording something too. Maybe someone else will crack the code and have a Nuit Blanche video that gets viewed a lot.
But like, I would like it like.
And we're now heading more south than we are west or east. There's that 40 bus. I think it comes every 10-15 minutes or so. So the rail tracks representing one side of the Junction triangle are right there, the most western side. Greetings, Canadian Vasily. Wing Zero, you're welcome. I think I have one more Osaka video to post. And then after that, it will be all Korea content. I'm done with Tokyo. For Korea, I have just a regular walking video. I have a transit video, 2 transit videos. I have a double-decker bus tour of Seoul. And I have an Incheon airport video. Oh, apparently a police officer was just shot at Yonge and Eglinton. I'm getting a notification for that. Yikes. Hopefully that officer makes a full recovery. And whoever did it never sees a moment of daylight again. When I stream with my phone like this, I get notifications popping up. I don't know the full story behind it. That is scary news. Fuck anyone with an illegal handgun. Anyways, we are heading south down Dundas. It's a street that is east-west for the most part, but it's a street that's also really just a collection of smaller streets that have been stitched together. We started up by Little Malta Park. It was cool to see Ryan again, so if you're curious as to what his updated tiny homes model is like, I think that video will probably be set to go on Saturday morning. Tomorrow an e-scooter video, probably Friday will be trip content, and then I'll stream at night. Are we going to the crossways? I think we're going over to the staircase over here. I always like crossing this thing for some reason. Someone once sent me an email. They weren't too happy that I said some not nice things about the crossways, but really they were just things I read online from people who had lived there. All right, let's test the crosswalk. Let's wait for this truck to clear out of the way. Boom. Safely crossed. There's a Blondie's Pizza. I've yet to try Blondie's. Carlos says Blondie's is right there beside the staircase. It's got such a colorful vibe to it. Yeah, John, we mentioned that earlier in the stream, unfortunately. I don't know the scoop behind it, but hopefully they make a full recovery. Lisa says what I'm really testing are the drivers. Oh man, that's one thing I miss from being in Japan, is just how safe it is. You could literally just walk through the streets blindfolded, randomly crossing the street, and you would be in zero danger. In Toronto, you could be the most careful, alert person ever, and there'll still be maniacs charging through crosswalks, not stopping for streetcars with their lights flashing. Half the idiots out there don't even know how to signal a turn, or they're too selfish, like that Toyota there, just weaving in and out of the lane. Use your indicator, fuckface. It is kind of the Wild West here. And it seems like it's gotten worse since the pandemic. Cam says, garlic dip. Hopefully we catch a train. Oh, we are. We're gonna catch the Up Express.
Red means stop.
think that's the Up Express. Ooh. There's a train at the station. Come on. Come on, choo-choo. Well, it's really hard to hold the camera stable. This feels like a very extended stop. I don't know how to read train signals, but there's yellow and green and red. Is there like a delay on the Up Express? I've never seen one just chilling. All right, I think it is inching forward. Here we go. So this is the train from Union Station to the airport. It makes 2 stops on the way here at Dundas West, and again, it stops at Weston. It's a diesel train. I have no idea why they went with diesel, but there it is. Some say Up Express, some say UP Express. Almost nobody says Union Pearson Express. But I suppose you could also say that and not be a weirdo. We're gonna get a view of like the Yorkville skyline off in the distance. Harold G says 30 minutes are up. Thank you, Harold G. What did that cannoli do? We were at like what, 5.5? 7.2. My iPhone doesn't want to focus, but you can see my blood glucose shooting up. But it seems to have stabilized. So I think we're going to be stuck at this. Daniel says 5.6 earlier. So not a very big, that's not even a spike. I think it's only a spike if it goes out of range. But basically, I have learned nothing from putting this thing into my arm, other than I'm relatively healthy and everything that happens to me when I eat shit is completely normal. Still, I was curious. Imagine telling someone, like even 20 years ago, hey, you can check your blood sugar levels on your phone in real time. They'd be like, what? Some really, really neat artwork here. I love the color on this piece. Flick Hunter says slow release cannoli. Jellybean says I'm not diabetic. I think it helps that I'm walking though. That probably helps keep it down. I'm no doctor. Unfortunately, the West Toronto rail path is closed right here. It's closed between Ernest, starting July 8th for approximately 10 weeks to construct a new park. Use Perth Avenue to bypass the closure. So we can go bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, we're missing another Up Express. I think I went through this area last Halloween, right? This was the area I live streamed through. Uh-oh. 7.5. It has gone up. Oh no! So let's take this West Toronto rail path diversion here. Oh, neat. Speaking of cool old cars, I'm about a third of the way into the final Top Gear, or the Grand Tour episode. Is this? Oh, that is Elsie Lane. That is not what I want. It says must have been hard to read your health on a rotary phone. Phones weren't rotary 20 years ago. I remember my grandparents had a rotary phone. I think we might have even had one, but those disappeared in the 80s. Whippy Dude says you have to stick it to your arm. Yeah, it's a little plastic puck. You just jam into your arm. And there's a little piece of filament. And what's weird is in the States, they only last for 10 days, but in Canada, they last for 14. I think it's a regulatory thing or a blatant cash grab. All right, we've made it to Perth Avenue. So we shall go south here and continue this diversion. Straight ahead, where that tower is, that's where Ubisoft is. Their Toronto offices, and there's also an elevated train corridor over there that's kind of neat. I showed that off in a somewhat recent video though. Canvases the phones you dial by sticking your finger into a spinning wheel. Remember trying to dial like a 1-800 number with those things and you would screw up and have to start all over again? I remember when I was like a teenager, I probably had like 20 or 30 different phone numbers in my head. You would know your own home phone number, you'd know your grandparents, maybe even like your aunt. You'd know a few businesses like pizza shops and stuff. You'd probably know a ton of your friends. I used to have this thing called the phone book where you just look people up by their last name. Now it's just like, where do I message this person? Are they on IG, Facebook Messenger? Do we text? Do we WhatsApp? I still have friends on Kakao because I lived in Korea. Hopefully with Apple finally adopting RCS, although they adopted an ancient, shitty version of it, we can all just use that. Very true, Carlos. You liked looking up phone numbers in the book? Used to get a lot more wrong numbers back then. Now when you get a wrong number, it's just clearly a scam. Oh wow, my, that cannoli continues to shoot us to the moon. We're at 8.0 and it's going up. Damn good that cannoli was though. Perth Avenue Parquet. Liberty Tree says that's why I'm getting the Pixel 9 Pro XL. You despise Apple. Mega Tokyo loves the uh-oh from ICQ. Uh-oh. 281-3772. Add me on ICQ. I have another number that's a digit shorter that I protect with my life. That's a sacred number, but my main account is 281-3772. Who doesn't remember their ICQ number? Remember when you'd have one of these weirdos on like AOL Instant Messenger or MSN Messenger, and you just roll your eyes and be like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Get ICQ. ICQ, you could send offline messages to people. It turned on their computer and boom. AOL or MSN, when people went offline, those messages didn't get delivered. Talk about friendship deal breaker. Get on ICQ. It's almost as bad as the people that use Tripod instead of GeoCities. Cam says your username was so lame on MSN. Mine, I think, was just like my Hotmail name. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. We are at Bloor Street West, so let's go left here. We could continue down the West Toronto rail path, but I kind of feel like staying on the subway line. We'll go this way for a little bit. We're an hour into the stream, heading towards Lansdowne. I think that was a Air Canada flight attendant. Martin Coffee. Tomorrow night I'll be on Ossington Avenue having some dinner with some buddies. Mr. Mountain Hiker, yeah, I heard about that earlier. Hopefully they caught the perp and the officer makes a full recovery. I said it before, but fuck anyone with an illegal handgun, even more so if you're willing to use it. Canadian Vasily. $5. Thank you, Canadian Vasily. Thank you so much. Now, this is one of those things where I'm probably glad I'm not at Yonge and Eglinton. It's nice to not be fixated on such a tragic event. We're about to head under the east side of the Junction Triangle pretty soon. Metrolinx confirmed no Line 5 opening in 2024. What about Line 6? I think we need a thorough investigation and some heavy jail time, including government officials for all the corrupt pieces of shit stealing from the public over that debacle. Of course, it won't happen. We're just the golden goose who keeps laying financial eggs. I'm glad they finally opened up this underpass here fully. It's a little bit disturbing that there's no barriers for the bike lanes here, though. I wonder what their reasoning is for not having protected bike lanes. Instead of this white area here, they could lay down some curbs. They could put up bollards, which are better than nothing. So next up, Lansdowne. After that, Dufferin. Those are the next major intersections coming up. Ooh. Glucose 8.7. We are riding that cannoli high. I didn't think it would shoot that high. Maybe that was the secret for it being so damn good. Well, we're about that part in the stream where I need a beverage. Ta-da! Watermelon bubbly. And if I didn't have that cannoli, I was gonna eat that. Paul Blunt, 279. Holy cannoli. Holy macaroni. Thank you, Paul Blunt, for the 279. This front lens is clearly got something wrong with it. Right, says, is the strip club still there? Well, we're looking at it. There's two of them, right? There's Paradise, and then there's House of Lancaster, a few blocks further away. Well, I'm still not at 10K steps yet. Here, you're watching from New Zealand. Glad you're enjoying. Lisa loves the grit. I don't really like the color scheme of this one. Oh, Paul Blunt bought a membership for Clayton. Thank you, Paul Blunton. Welcome to membership, Clayton Crawford. Lancaster has the hotter strippers. I don't know about that. We'll have to take your word for it, but hotness is subjective, right? Hey, this is the intersection where a few years ago, a car almost mowed me down, and then almost simultaneously there was an accident in the middle of the intersection, and my camera caught the accident. It's kind of like a double whammy. Oh, Jellybean bought the membership. I thought it was Paul Blunt. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Jellybean, thank you for buying the membership. This is Bloor and Lansdowne. Is Lisa trying to correct my grammar?
Me?
That's me.
Good.
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Do you want to be on a live stream?
Sure.
All right, we ran into another viewer.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
How's it going? Would people know you in the chat?
Some might. It's the username Novellicos.
Novell Cross?
Yeah.
That's you?
Yeah.
You're in Toronto.
For now.
Oh.
Oh. So I don't usually carry much, but here's at least a little super chat.
This is Novell Cross. Really?
Yeah.
And sir, oh, thank you so much. So what are you doing in Toronto?
Oh, just running a few errands. Let's see.
I think I've seen you on like Bevy's stream before, way back.
Yeah, I think once. Here, I just said hi.
All right, just for a little bit of proof. Hey there, we ran actual Novell Cross, not an imposter.
Where are you headed?
Probably just a few stops and then home.
You mind if I tag along?
Sure, we can. All right, Novell Cross is going to join us for a little bit.
Why not? I'm in this direction anyway. Everyone's doing well.
You just here running a few errands?
Oh yeah. Every now and again have to drop by. Anyone recognize me?
Daniel says hi.
Hey Daniel.
Cam says, is this real life? Twisted Mouse says, oh, there's a lot of people reacting.
I ran into Henry yesterday, last night actually.
Oh, you're on his stream?
Yeah,
Or
he was streaming. That was totally
you sniped him, or
unplanned.
oh?
It was
So this
totally
one was planned then?
unplanned. Yeah, I was kind of watching to see if anyone was going to go live, but in that case, I was just walking down Young Street, and it was like, whoa, that's Kit or Henry.
Well, he streams like 5-6 hours every day, so
Yeah, and
that's not.
frequently too. So
Yeah, that's not a unlikely event. Me or Ken is a bit more unlikely. We don't stream as much.
Wednesday tends to be a popular day, so especially where I think the last time you were on was Monday.
Yeah, usually I'll do every other day. Occasionally 2 days in a row. I'll probably do Friday and then maybe Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Depending on which way the wind blows. I take it you're heading to this place, Hesse Lancaster.
That sounds like a good idea.
Well, thank you for the super chat. So if you're wondering who this guy is, it's Novell Koss. He has been watching the channel, I want to say, for at least 4.5 years.
Something like that. Yeah, for a while. It was like a year or two before I became a member. And I think it was at least 6 months before I even became a subscriber, because that was before I actually got into the whole, like, urban walking and exploration genre. I think I saw Ken's channel first and started watching that when I was on the treadmill. That was interesting. And then it was, or actually my walk around was the first one, and then that I saw, and then I started seeing recommendations for other people. I was like, oh, this is whole little sort of cottage industry going on.
Well, the three of us all had very similar channels back then. We were doing similar walks. Even like the titles and thumbnails were similar. Nobody was really talking yet.
Yeah, when people started picking up on that, like the Action Kit style, the talking and commentary, that was when it really came into its own.
Well, I kind of blatantly copied that just to like differentiate. I make no secret that I ripped that off from him.
You should have had it while you have a chance.
Hey man, if someone wants to do what I'm doing and they do it better, all the power to them, right? Or if they do it different, or if they do it the same, who am I?
Yeah, I guess there's enough viewers to go around, especially where a lot of viewers take in what they want.
Well, speaking of that, we've got 438 viewers. Thank you guys. Friendly reminder, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. And we are heading east on the north side of Bloor Street West. Let me just check my... Oh, we have finished our spike. I'm back down. I ate a cannoli earlier on the stream and my blood sugar shot up.
How do you actually track the blood sugar? Is it just
There's like a puck stuck into my arm. And it's got like a little filament that measures, I don't know the science of it.
so you're not diabetic?
Nope.
Are still interested, just I guess it's part of
It's just scratching an itch. Like, is something wrong with me? I don't know. This new development is springing up pretty quickly.
I don't even remember which one this is.
That's Detouring and Bloor.
Oh, is
There's
this
the new school. That's replacing the old one. John says, do you like crutches? I don't know what kind of question that is. I'm indifferent. But I think we'll stream at least to Ossington. This is
first time that I've come near your average stepping out. My typical day so far, I'm almost at 25,000.
25. That is probably hovering on around 1,000 calories burned.
Yesterday I was at just over 30,000. It always happens when I go to town.
Yeah, and I'm at 9,600. Low day for me.
You're probably just getting started.
I've got something to do, so I wanted to squeeze this in and try to get my steps in.
You're not as late of a person as Ken. He's basically just getting going this time of day.
Yeah, if I message him, I won't hear from him till like mid-afternoon. I usually wake up like right before my premiere, and sometimes I fall back asleep. I'll go in there and I'll say hi, and then I won't be able to stay awake.
Well, I blame myself. I'm sure you would have stayed awake if I started attending. No, I'm in bed at that point. Well, if I'm not working, I'm probably in bed, and if I am working, then...
How do you watch usually? On a TV, on a computer, your phone?
It's a TV, but I use it as a computer monitor. It's only like 24 inches at my desk.
And there's the Dufferin Express. We're at Bloor and Dufferin. Yeah, Lisa, you're free to do that. So we are Bloor and Dufferin. I started in the Junction by Little Malta Park, and we were generously given a cannoli and a shot of espresso at a very friendly shop. You can see that earlier in the stream. I met Ryan from Tiny Tiny Homes, and I did an updated video with him just before that. That should be on the channel for Saturday. And tomorrow we've got a e-scooter video.
Tiny home thing is amazing.
Well, he was on the news. I got a notification that they were featuring that on the news, like as I was live streaming. I also got notification that apparently there's a big commotion at Yonge and Eglinton. A police officer was shot. I used to call that the best block in Toronto because it had two of my favorite places in one, A&W and Popeyes. I have not had either one of those in months. And you were not a fan of Popeyes in the East Coast, were you?
Apparently, I don't think I personally tried it, but
Oh, someone from the East Coast said they tried it and didn't like it.
maybe it was good.
Well, she was telling me to go to that Mary Brown's,
But it was like
and I just had the biggest, driest hunk of chicken from there.
I've heard Mary Brown's, like when they spread to other places, isn't quite the same as back home.
So you're saying it's good in Halifax?
But the last time I had it, which was many years ago, I'm not really a big fast food person, so.
There's Taco Bell.
Their potato wedges, though, at Mary Brown's, excellent. Just perfect seasoning, perfect texture. It's really the highlight of the show.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you're wondering who this guy is, it is Nouvelle. How do you say it?
Well, I say Nouvelicos,
Nouvelicos.
but people just say Nouvelicos for whatever reason, I guess, for the spelling.
Okay, it's Nouvelicos. I'm sure I will forget that and revert back to the other spelling. Hey, we hit 10K steps. There we go.
How's your fitness journey going so far?
Good. I'm on day 8 or day 9. I haven't taken a day off.
That's the important thing, stay consistent.
You need to have a rest day every once in a while, though, especially when you start doing this in your 40s, right? So
Well, I know what you're saying. So I'm in the same position. Did you find though once you got above 40 that you slept better?
About the same. I find I can get up earlier and stay up. Like I didn't want to like sleep in as much. I think that's just a natural thing that happens when we age.
That's one thing that happened to me because I always had an issue where I didn't get tired at night. I am a night person, and when it's late, I need to get to bed. It's torture forcing myself just to stop whatever else that I would be doing. And now I actually get tired, like really tired at night, and that pushes me to get to bed, so it's easier to keep a decent schedule.
Yeah, I found sometimes if I'm wide awake and I'm watching something and it's like midnight, I'll just turn my TV off. I'll be like, no, that's enough. And then half an hour later, I'll be ready for bed. I just got to go no screens for a little bit.
Yeah, that makes a difference. I'm terrible with the screen business. I gotta remove.
Hey, Gus Tacos is everywhere. Do you have any favorite spots in Toronto?
Well, I tried to get one of those dollar hot dogs at IKEA, constantly advertised, and I got there and they were out of them, so
Well,
I've got a couple of other things that are good, but
their main selling point is they're cheap.
yeah. Selling out.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
We have an IKEA in Halifax, but it's kind of like in a suburban area, which I wouldn't be going. This is part of my day-to-day existence.
So you're more downtown?
More like inner suburb. And the IKEA there is sort of like the equivalent of the business parks around Pearson or something compared to someone in East York. Wouldn't go there without having access to a car because it's just
Yeah.
it's enjoyable. It was the one thing I was mad about when they finally came to town. I was like, why do you have to be out in the middle of nowhere? It's like a windswept tundra.
Well, I noticed we have that location downtown here, and I noticed in Japan that's very common in Tokyo and Osaka even, was those like urban format stores where they won't necessarily have the big items in stock. You'll just order it and they'll deliver it to you. But you can still go there and pick up a blatant red light running. You could still go there and pick stuff up though. All right, we are at Dovercourt. How are the drivers in Halifax? Are they just as bad as the ones here?
No, we don't have nearly as much of the road hog issue where like people get stuck in the middle of intersections and the light changes. That just drives me nuts. And the other thing that's different is that like the cars pushing past, like if you're crossing the street and you have the walk light or whatever, and then they just push right past you and they're making a right on red.
Well, even if you don't have that light, they're supposed to stop and wait.
Yeah. We have some of it, but it's not nearly as bad on that.
Okay, it's just out of control bad. There is no enforcement at all. If you give people an inch, they take a mile, and we're well beyond that here.
Yeah, well, I walked under the gardens. I was out in the islands earlier, and walking past there at rush hour, there was cars just walking the entire intersection and then just trying to squeeze, the huge crowds of people trying to squeeze single file past these stopped cars. Like, oh my God, somebody do something. Put or something there. Because they have people directing traffic on all the other major.
It's a license to print money.
Yeah.
Crikey says, is that Nouvelle Coste? No, it's Novella Coast. I already forgot how to say it.
Well, it's good. I'm impressed.
Hey, there's the comedy bar. That's an excellent... I'm not going to finish that sentence. I'll let you fill in the blanks. So we are approaching Ossington, which might be the end of the road for this stream. There's cafe. There's a lot of little bars and places that pretend to be dive bars, but they're actually quite nice in this neighborhood. Masquerading as dive bars. JK says hello, everyone lurking in the background. Greetings. Dirk G is here.
Hey, Dirk.
JK. Sorry guys if I haven't read the chat as much, but we've been stream sniped by someone who I'm sure many of you know. He's a little less witty in person. Just kidding.
Yeah, much less.
So Mike, haven't heard from him.
Richard says hi. The Nutty One says good evening.
I'm guessing the next big international trip is already in the planning stages.
No. But well, the last one, I literally bought those tickets like a few days before I left. Like I kind of charted it out on like in a spreadsheet, and then some stuff happened like with my aunt and personal things, and I gave up on it. And then,
Hey guys.
well, yeah, I am on the verge of running late. So we're gonna end this one, but I want to thank Nouvelle Cosse or Nouvelle Cosse. Novel, how do you say it? Nouvelle Cosse for tuning in. I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. I want to thank our mods for their great work. Everyone who sent support and super chats, channel members, Patreon supporters, and everyone else. But I'm gonna head up to Yonge and Eglinton now, where hopefully the commotion has died down, and I don't know the full story on that, but apparently an officer was shot, so wish them a full recovery. But thank you so much, guys. I'll be live probably Friday evening, Friday night, and then maybe Saturday or Sunday. I wouldn't count on any Nuit Blanche coverage, and there'll be a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST on the channel, and probably one from Japan maybe tomorrow evening. But I'm gonna duck into Ossington. We'll do one last blood sugar level, because why the hell not? Oh no. Good thing it's plastic. Thank you. Let's do one last yeah, look at that. We are back down to normal. Thank you, John Nicholson. Thank you, everyone. And I'm gonna do something I don't normally. We're gonna let Nouvelle Cosse sign this one off.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and hope you all have a great evening. Yoinks.